Yeah, good morning everyone and welcome to Frankfurt Stock Exchange. Today we are celebrating the IPO of PFISTERER Holding SE, a family-owned and independently operating global technology company developing, manufacturing and selling products for the connection and insulating of electrical conductors for power grid interfaces. My name is Fabienne Lindner from Deutsche Börse and I have the pleasure to guide you through this event here today on the trading floor in the historic Stock Exchange building in downtown Frankfurt. Before we take a closer look at PFISTERER, the company going public here today, some information about today's event schedule. We expect the first price for shares of PFISTERER Holding SE at 9:15. The price will be announced by specialist Eric Hotz from Otto BHF SE. After the first price is announced, we will see the ring of the stock exchange bell on the stage below the DAX chart. Before the announcement of the first price, we will hear three speeches. First, a welcome speech by Caroline von Linsing, Head of IPO and Growth Financing at Deutsche Börse. Followed by two speeches by Professor Dr. Wolfgang Blättchen, Chairman of the Supervisory Board of PFISTERER, and Johannes Linden, Executive Board Member and Spokesman of the Board of Directors. But first, let's take a look at the company going public today. The company was founded in 1921 by Karl Pfisterer in Stuttgart unter Türkheim with a focus on specialized electrical articles and improved current fittings. PFISTERER's early innovation include patented anchoring clamps and non-ferrous metal forging technology. After the destruction of the plant in the Second World War, reconstruction took place and from 1970s onwards, the company was internationalized under Walter Pfisterer. PFISTERER built significant infrastructure projects, including the roof of Munich Olympic Stadium in 1972 and architectural landmark with an innovative tent roof construction. The company developed from a family business into a globally active group with around 1,200 employees and 17 locations worldwide with production sites in Germany, the Czech Republic and the USA in 15 countries. Today we are celebrating the IPO, and the aim of the IPO is to finance growth, strengthen financial stability and arrange succession in a 104-year-old family business. In the medium term, PFISTERER plans investments of around 215 million to accelerate growth and expand production capacities. Among others, the construction of a high-voltage direct current laboratory and the headquarters in Winterbach is also planned. We will see the listing today in the scale segment of the Frankfurt Stock Exchange, but we will also have the voluntary compliance with the prime standard transparency requirements. The shareholder structure will become more international through private and institutional investors from Germany and abroad. Here in the video we now see the specialists that will announce the first prize. But first let's take some time to look at the numbers and figures. PFISTERER Holding SE is offering 6,967,378 shares in total. The offer will comprise two components. There are around 3.5 million new ordinary bearer shares with no par value that will be issued as part of capital increase against cash contributions. We have 1,689,025 existing ordinary bearer shares with no par value from the holdings of the selling shareholders, 778,353 existing ordinary bearer shares with no par value from the holdings of Karl-Heinz Pfisterer in connection with a possible overallotment, and 1 million existing ordinary bearer shares in equal parts from the holding of each of Karl-Heinz Pfisterer and Anna Dorothee Stengel, subject to the exercise of an upsize option. The initial price range was 25 to 29 euros, but it was narrowed during the subscription phase to 26 to 27 euro. The final issue price was 27 euro. The total offer size amounts to around 200 million euros, about half of which will come from new shares and half from existing shares held by the founding PFISTERER family. The market capitalization will be around 400 million euro. The expected free float will be around 38.50%. The German WKN will be PFSE 21 and the ISIN will be DE 000 PFSE 212. The ticker symbol for PFISTERER SE will be PFSE and the shares will be listed in the scale segment. So as I said, you see here the specialists and the first price of the shares of PFISTERER Holding SE will be determined by our fully electronic trading system, etc. Currently we are in a trading phase called pre-trading. This phase has started today at 8:30. That means the order book of PFISTERER is already open. All market participants can place orders, change their orders or delete their orders again, but there's currently no execution of orders. All orders are collected in the order book. At precisely 9 a.m. the opening auction of PFISTERER's shares will start. The order book will remain open. All market participants can continue to place orders, change their orders or delete their orders. And during the auction, the trading system will determine an indicative auction price according to the most executed principle, meaning the price is determined that would currently have the highest volume executed with the smallest surplus on the buy or sell side. The information is published to the market about this indicative auction price, the auction volume, and the auction surplus, or if the order book is not crossed, the best bid and ask limit, including volumes, are displayed. This opening auction will continue for at least 15 minutes. The first price will not be determined earlier than 9:15. The first price will then be announced by specialist Eric Hotz from Otto BHF on podium underneath the DAX chart, and now we are seeing everybody coming in to the trading floor. We see here the board of PFISTERER together with Caroline von Linsingen, and also you can see here the signing book. Everybody is super excited to get the ceremony started. Also, the guests are entering the trading floor. Super. We are all waiting, of course, for the first prize, and then after the first prize is announced, we will hear the ringing of the historic stock exchange bell. And after this, the first prize has been determined. Continuous trading for shares of PFISTERER will start on Xetra. The stock exchange price, of course, is determined purely by support and supply and demand. And during trading, there is a constant evaluation of the company by the market. So it seems like everybody has entered the trading floor. Actually, it's Europe's only live trading floor. So it's always a super pleasure to be here. And of course, for the company, it's a once in a lifetime experience. So we feel the tension and the excitement. also a lot of media coverage here because having an IPO here is very interesting also for the media. And the event will start with our intro video.
All eyes are on Frankfurt today as another new listing on Deutsche Börse is set to raise big capital.
Working towards this moment is one thing, but for senior management to be here today is a once-in-a-lifetime experience.
This moment truly elevates the company's visibility in global capital markets.
This was the intro video, and now Jacqueline Jacquin with a short introduction into today's event.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Jacqueline Jacquin, and today I welcome you here in the trading floor at Frankfurt Stock Exchange. Let me quickly guide you through today's agenda. We will start by the signing of our famous signing book. After the signing, Caroline von Linsingen will do her welcome speech. And after the welcome speech, Professor Dr. Plättchen and Johannes Linden will hold their speeches. After the speeches, we will wait for the first prize and then celebrate the IPO of PFISTERER Holding with the ringing of the iconic bell. Congratulations and enjoy this unique moment.
Now we see our signing book in which all companies that celebrate a bell ringing event here on the trading floor are making an entry. PFISTERER has already entered a dedication into the book this morning. It's always a nice opportunity to capture this moment as a lasting memory. We will see 3 signatures in our signing book. Today, Johannes Linden, board member and spokesperson. Now, Dr. Konstantin Kurfis, board member. Nice signature. And followed by Professor Dr. Wolfgang Plättchen. He is the chairman of the supervisory board. This moment is always and already taken by our photographer. And now we will hear the welcome speech by Caroline von Linsingen from Deutsche Börse.
Dear Professor Plättchen, dear Johannes Linden, Dr. Konstantin Kurfis, ladies and gentlemen, dear guests of PFISTERER and members of the press. It is a great pleasure and honor to welcome you here today as we celebrate a very special milestone. The listing of PFISTERER, the first IPO of 2025 in Germany. That alone makes today remarkable. But it is what this moment represents that matters most. PFISTERER is stepping onto the public capital market with clarity purpose, and confidence. In a market environment that has remained cautious, you have chosen to move forward. That takes determination and it takes vision. This is entrepreneurship in its most powerful form, not only rooted in tradition, but directed toward the future. PFISTERER is the icebreaker of 2025, a company that shows now is the time to act. The current macroeconomic backdrop reinforces this momentum. We are seeing significant capital flows shifting out of US equities and into Europe, with Germany standing out as a destination for renewed investor confidence. The German government's 500 billion euro infrastructure program is being recognized by global investors as a powerful catalyst for growth, for energy transition, and for industrial resilience. In this context, PFISTERER's IPO is a sign of trust in what this country and its capital market can offer. The recent blackout in Spain has only underlined the urgency of modernizing and securing Europe's power grids. This is precisely where PFISTERER delivers, developing the technologies that enable energy to flow reliably between networks. It's infrastructure you don't see, but infrastructure we all depend on. Founded over a century ago, PFISTERER has evolved into a leading player in the energy grid segment, supplying the vital components that stabilize and connect power systems. In 2024, revenue grew by 15%, EBITDA by 24%. Impressive figures that reflect long-term demand and strong execution. And yet today's listing is about more than numbers. It is about visibility, it is about access, and it is about opening new doors to broader investor bases and to long-term opportunity. At Deutsche Börse, we are proud to stand alongside you, to provide the platform, to offer structure, and to be part of a capital market that enables global ambition from the heart of Europe. Entrepreneurship and courage belong together, and today we see that courage clearly in PFISTERER's decision to go public. It's a bold move, but it's the right move. PFISTERER is leading the way, and we believe others will follow. From everyone at Deutsche Börse, congratulations on this milestone. We are honored to accompany you as your listing partner, and we wish you every success in this new chapter. Dear Professor Blättchen, the stage is yours.
Vielen Dank. Ladies and gentlemen, dear PFISTERER team, liebe Frau von Ling, thank you very, very much on behalf of Mr. PFISTERER and my colleagues on the supervisory board for your kind words. Now the time has come. We are on the threshold to go public. What does this mean? Well, capital, as you know, and public awareness, our future, which the executive board, Johannes, will address later on. Capital market-oriented governance and long-term succession, to which I would like to say a couple of words. Let me take this opportunity to briefly emphasize how long ago our major shareholder, Mr. PFISTERER, has planned this step, and how quickly, and here is the team, we have pulled it off. It took finally only a year and a half since our conversion in an SE in summer 2023, thanks to a great team and a great management board, we are able to use this window of opportunity. Mr. Pfisterer, who played a decisive role in shaping and internationalizing this company, is now our honorary chairman of the supervisory board. He has arranged his legacy through a foundation without affecting the financial well-being of the company. Ownership and management are clearly separated. We are opening up a 104-year-old family-owned company in which the family lineage continues to hold a majority stake, while non-family governance structures make it investable for private and institutional, domestic and foreign shareholders. Our aim is to get a broad shareholder base. We use capital market-oriented structures and reporting standards that go well beyond scale obligations and are oriented towards the prime standard. We also give shareholders the opportunity to participate through an appropriate dividend policy in our value growth. So once again, I would really like to thank everyone who has worked on this project, both inside and outside the company. Also on behalf of my colleagues in the supervisory board, and especially on behalf of Karl-Heinz Pfisterer. Now it's time to take advantage of the opportunities offered by the grid. Here we go.
Gerne. Cheers. Ja, liebe Frau von Linsingen, lieber Wolfgang, ladies and gentlemen. It has been mentioned that the company PFISTERER is 104 years old, and we started the project 18 months ago. But I would like to add to this, the first detailed plan in the project was developed 6 months ago. And back then we said, we want to ring the bell on May 15th. So let's make a double check. Oh, it's 14th. So I can say, PFISTERER delivered. I think it's obvious, and whoever was a part of the journey knows it has been stressful at times. And I don't know, somehow it smells like it's going to continue exactly the same way also in the future weeks, because we provide solutions that are mission critical for the structurally growing electrical grid. And with our proceeds that we are organizing today with today's event, we are going to be in the position to create value via self-help. We can help ourselves doing so by expansions in our capacities, by the introduction of our fully filled R&D pipeline, the introduction of the products out of the pipeline, and by a continued internationalization of our activities. We do understand that the floor in the stock exchange sometimes gets a little slippery, we were told. And that's why we are respectful to being a listed company. However, at the same time, we don't need to worry, and we can be confident in mastering all these challenges because we have this super team that has worked with us. So I'm saying this also on behalf of my colleague Konstantin Kofis, that we know that we can continue to rely on these supporters that are here. Not all of them are here, some of them are here, and who helped us in getting where we are with their networks, with their advice, with their consultancies, be it bankers, be it lawyers, be it advisors, be it our supervisory board, be it the chairman of the supervisory board. Everybody supported us, and we know they will continue to support us. That's why we are confident that we're going to be mastering every challenge ahead of us. Most of all, I want to thank the One Global team that is here, PFISTERER's One Global team, and all the employees of PFISTERER that are possibly watching the stream as we are talking. Because as always, it's only about the team. And I can tell you also in the name of Konstantin again, once more, we are proud to be a member of that team and to play together with you. So, today is the day to celebrate. Tomorrow we're going to roll up our sleeves again. And from there on, PFISTERER will continue to deliver and will continue to communicate transparently. So today we want to electrify this Frankfurt Stock Exchange. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen.
So these were the speeches. Yeah, and now we are waiting for the first prize. So the first prize will not be determined earlier than 9:15, so some minutes to go. We see here the specialists very concentrated. We have on the right side Eric Hotz and on the left side Oliver Roth, both from Otto BHF. They are the specialists. So, yeah. Specialists also sitting on the trading floor here in Frankfurt. So if you want to visit the trading floor or our visitor center, you can do so. And it's one of the few remaining active trading floors in the world. Yeah, it's the home to the trading venue Frankfurt. The stock exchange building was opened in 1879 and has been the home of the Frankfurt Stock Exchange since then. The trading floor has been remodeled several times during its history. The last major renovations took place in 2006 and 2007 into this current design with these white trading circuits you can see or have seen in the background, and the black and white stock price quotation boards are dating back to 1987. They haven't been replaced, and with it, the DAX chart is the most prominent centerpiece you can see here now at the moment. Yeah, the boards are still mechanical and make a clicking sound like at the airport when they refresh, and this is very iconic to Frankfurt trading floor. So still some time to go, and once the price is determined, you will see it on the wall behind the specialists, and also there will be an announcement by the specialists. Here we see bull and bear. And to the mark of the 400th anniversary of the founding of the Frankfurt Stock Exchange in 1985, its executive board decided to redesign the square in front of the stock exchange building. The artist Reinhard Dachauer, a sculptor from Würzburg, was commissioned to create these two sculptures representing the ups and downs in securities trading. So also a very common motive for photos. There are many stories about the origins of the bull and bear icons in connection with the stock exchange. So also this is worth visiting. Now 9:16, it's not unusual that the first price takes a bit longer. Linden and Kurfes waiting for the first prize to be announced, like we all do. Yeah, we feel the tension.
Ladies and gentlemen, your attention please. First prize PFISTERER Holding is 30.
Congratulations, PFISTERER, to the first prize. And now the ringing of the stock exchange bell by Johannes Linden and Dr. Konstantin Kurfes. Congratulations. What a special moment, ringing the stock exchange bell after hearing the first prize. The two decided to ring the bell together, also a strong sign. And of course, the atmosphere in this moment is taken by our photographer. And also on stage, Professor Blättchen, the chairman of the supervisory board. Yeah, now PFISTERER is listed in Frankfurt. And now Caroline von Linsing from Deutsche Börse.
Ein Symbol von Bull und Bär. May the bull always dominate.
This was the presentation of the guest gift, the bull and bear as an iconic sign. And yes, so this was the IPO event of PFISTERER Holding SE. Thank you very much for watching this live stream from inside the Frankfurt Stock Exchange. I wish all viewers a great day. Thank you and goodbye.